Love in the spotlight often burns the brightest and fades the fastest. From whirlwind romances to jaw-dropping scandals, Hollywood's most iconic unions have crumbled in ways no one could have predicted. Let's dive into the juicy details of the celebrity marriages that turned from fairy tales into front-page fiascos. Elizabeth Moss and Fred Armisen, a short-lived union. Elizabeth Moss and Fred Armisen's short-lived marriage is the kind of Hollywood story that blends comedy, drama, and a touch of awkward reality. Best known for her intense portrayal in The Handmaid's Tale, Moss didn't hold back when reflecting on her turbulent time with the Saturday Night Live comedian. The pair's low-key wedding quickly gave way to high-key dysfunction, with Moss later describing the experience as nothing short of traumatic, and even labeling it awful and horrible. In her signature wit, she quipped that Armisen's most convincing impersonation wasn't on his SNL, but rather his performance as a normal person. Ouch. Armisen, for his part, admitted on Marc Maron's podcast that he was utterly smitten with Moss, even starstruck by her. But what seemed like a whirlwind romance quickly unraveled into a comedy of errors, just not the funny kind. Their marriage, marked by mismatched expectations and unfulfilled happiness, ended in a divorce that both seemed eager to move past. For Moss, it became a chapter filled with lessons and punchlines, reminding everyone that even a talented actress can sometimes find herself cast in the wrong script. Britney Spears and Jason Alexander, the 55-hour marriage. Britney Spears' whirlwind 55-hour marriage to childhood friend Jason Alexander remains one of the wildest chapters in pop culture history, a tale of love, rebellion, and chaos that could only happen in the world of Britney. It all began during a wild Las Vegas night in 2004, where Britney, dressed in jeans and a baseball cap, threw caution to the wind and said, "I do," in a spontaneous act of defiance. But as the glitter of Sin City faded, so with their vows, the marriage was annulled just 55 hours later, labeled a fleeting lapse in judgment. Yet the story didn't end there. Fast forward to 2022, and Alexander was still grasping at his 55 hours of fame. In a twist straight out of a reality TV script, he attempted to crash Britney's wedding to Sam Asghari, live-streaming the entire debacle as he trespassed onto her property. Shouting that Britney was his only wife, he confronted security and landed himself an arrest, turning what should have been Britney's fairy tale day into yet another tabloid storm. But the pop princess didn't miss a beat. Britney's wedding went on without a hitch, proving her ability to rise above the madness with grace and grit. Alexander's antics may have been the punchline, but Britney, as always, was the headline, stronger, freer, and shining brighter than ever, reminding the world why she's the ultimate survivor of the spotlight. Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries, a made-for-TV marriage. Kim Kardashian's whirlwind 72-day marriage to NBA player Kris Humphries is the stuff of Hollywood legend, and not for the reasons anyone dreamed. Their jaw-dropping $10 million wedding, dripping in opulence and captured in a 4-hour televised spectacle, was the pinnacle of fairy tale fantasy, or so it seemed. As millions watched the glitz and glam unfold, behind the scenes, cracks in the picture-perfect facade were already forming. Kim later confessed that her aha moment came during their honeymoon, where the fairy tale unraveled faster than you could say cut. For Humphries, the dream was still alive, and his genuine devotion clashed with Kim's growing doubts, leading him to accuse her of orchestrating the marriage for TV ratings rather than true love. What followed was a public breakup that felt like an unscripted spin-off of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, complete with accusations, media frenzies, and a messy legal battle as Humphries pushed for an annulment, claiming fraud. Years later, Kim reflected on the heartbreak, admitting the emotional toll of trying to meet expectations in a relationship that felt more like a production than a partnership. Through it all, the saga cemented itself as reality TV's most unforgettable cautionary tale, proving that even in a world of diamonds and designer dresses, happily ever afters can't be manufactured for the cameras. Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst, a pandemic romance gone awry. Pamela Anderson's whirlwind pandemic romance with Dan Hayhurst had all the makings of a fairy tale until it turned into a cautionary tale. Trapped in her picturesque Vancouver home during the early days of COVID-19, sparks flew between Pamela and the rugged contractor renovating her property. Their love story seemed straight out of a Hallmark movie, complete with an intimate Christmas Eve wedding in 2020 at her grandparents' former home, a place steeped in family history and romance. But the glow of the honeymoon phase faded fast. By 2022, cracks in their pandemic-built castle began to show, and Pamela found herself carrying the weight of the relationship. She admitted to romanticizing their connection, mistaking proximity for destiny. Reflecting on the split, she described the marriage as a disaster, a reminder that even love born in the midst of global chaos isn't always built to last. However, the experience wasn't without its silver lining. Pamela emerged wiser, learning valuable lessons about self-reliance and the importance of not losing herself in the illusion of a perfect romance. It's proof that even the most glamorous stars aren't immune to love's roller coaster. Jennifer Lopez and Ojani Noah, a bitter divorce. Jennifer Lopez's whirlwind first marriage to actor and model Ojani Noah might have been brief, lasting less than a year, but the drama that followed has been nothing short of a Hollywood soap opera. What started as young love quickly turned into a decades-long saga of legal battles, betrayal, and tabloid-worthy scandals. In 2006, Jennifer Lopez was forced to take Noah to court after he attempted to publish a tell-all book, claiming it violated a confidentiality agreement. The court ruled in her favor, awarding her $545,000 in damages and barring Noah from tarnishing her reputation. But the drama didn't end there. Noah's thirst for the spotlight led him to threaten the release of private honeymoon footage, sparking another legal war where Jennifer Lopez demanded $10 million in damages. Although the footage never saw the light of day, the mere threat showcased the extremes of ex-partner revenge. The saga only deepened with Noah frequently resurfacing in the media, attempting to cash in on their past. Through public feuds and courtroom showdowns, their divorce became the blueprint for messy celebrity breakups. Yet, through it all, Jennifer Lopez emerged victorious, proving she's as much a fighter in the courtroom as she is a superstar on stage. Her ability to rise above the chaos has only added another layer of resilience to her already dazzling legacy. Lessons from celebrity marriages. While these celebrity unions may have ended in heartbreak or chaos, they offer valuable lessons about relationships, fame, and resilience. Elizabeth Moss's candor about her experience highlights the importance of self-awareness and honesty. Britney Spears' ordeal serves as a reminder of the challenges of navigating personal life under public scrutiny. Kim Kardashian's reflections show the courage it takes to admit when something isn't right, even in the face of public judgment. Pamela Anderson's story emphasizes the dangers of rushing into relationships without fully understanding one's own needs, while Jennifer Lopez's legal battles underscore the importance of protecting one's privacy and boundaries. For the rest of us, these tales of love and loss remind us that even in the glittering world of celebrities, relationships require effort, understanding, and sometimes the strength to walk away. Celebrity marriages, like all relationships, are complex and multifaceted. While the public may be drawn to the drama and glamour, it's important to remember that behind the headlines are real people with real emotions. As fans, we can learn to appreciate their humanity and perhaps even glean insights into our own lives. And there you have it, Hollywood's wildest roller coaster romances that left us gasping, laughing, and maybe learning a thing or two. If you enjoyed these juicy celebrity love stories, hit like and subscribe for more iconic moments and lessons from the spotlight. Drop a comment with your favorite celeb drama or a story you'd love us to cover. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more glitz, glam, and unforgettable tales.